Epicure, crispy and crunchy coating. Thanks, Ashley. Oysters. Little mayo bath. The challenge is flipping them without losing all the breading. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Pan-fried, crispy and crunchy oysters. Says for chicken, but oysters are like chicken of the sea. Chicken nuggets of the sea. They're pretty big. I hope the breading to oyster ratio isn't too bad.
Welcome to Sailing Instead, our story in 2 words. We are Jenna and Charlie, and together we are chasing our wildest dream, inspired by our first date, sailing on a lake in our home province of Alberta. With a new shared interest and wanderlust building, we decided now was the time to pursue an alternative lifestyle. We'd become full-time cruisers, living and traveling on our sailboat.
We found this rundown 30-foot sailboat from 1975, and for almost 2 years we worked tirelessly to make it our new tiny floating home. After 611 days and 2 more Canadian winters, we decided no more waiting. We would start our voyage and continue fixing the boat on the go. Come aboard and share in our adventure as we document everything along the way, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Just pulled the crab trap before bed. I don't like leaving it out overnight, just because it can get tangled up and everything. And on our last crab of the day, we got Humongo here. You're a big fella, ain't ya? Smile for the camera. If your kids find pancakes too doughy, try making them the size of, I don't even know, what size are these? Try making them smaller. You get more of the crispy outside and less of the big pancakey doughy center. They're like pancake chips. We caught our first Dungeness crab. Too small to keep. Probably a female. I haven't checked yet. But she, he, whoever it was digging the clam. The sweet taste of that clam bait we used. So there's a Dungeness. The shell's rounder and not as dark. The claw tips are white, not black like the rock crab. There's a few differences. Different color, different shape. The body's more round and not as narrow. I mean, it's very small, so it's... But we're just gonna let him go. We're in Comox Marina. We've got a couple of low tides coming up today at 1:45 p.m. We're down to 3 feet. Tomorrow around 2:30 we've got 2.5 feet, and then the next day at 3:15, if we're still here, we're down to 2.4 feet. Today is quite hairy. We've had 40 to 60k winds. 35 right now, with 50 being our top speed in the last hour. But this morning we had 59 km/h winds. So we'll see if there's enough water below the boat that we're only sitting a little bit on the keel. It may be better to stay than move. It's quite full. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 spots we could move to, but in this wind, and there was quite a bit of swell, not swell, I guess it'd be like wind chop. Just not ideal conditions to move the boat, so we'd rather let her sit in the mud than risk moving it and causing more damage. CJ is sitting on her keel again. She's also leaning pretty hard to starboard. The dock's holding her in position. See all the tensions in our stern line here. Usually we have a slight step down, but this is like a good size step up. Got this nifty crab trap off our neighbor here. He runs fishingcomox.com. So if you're ever fishing in Comox, check him out. We are gonna upgrade to this metal trap, which we got for 20 bucks. So we can get rid of the yellow bandit there.
It works though.
Hey, she caught us 4 crabs total, right? 3 keepers. 1 small Dungeness. Just trying to do some meal prep before we decide where we're going next. We always try to use the time at the marina wisely, but it's also time that we know we can just breathe and relax. So we're gonna enjoy a light drink. Salud. Onion and garlic. Beef. Last bit of stock. In goes the carrots, celery, potatoes, and quinoa. Just getting full, babe. Stew's on for 10 more minutes. Got a little bit of prep left to do. This guy. Oh yeah, baby. I've heard of set your phasers to stun or kill, but I don't know if we've ever heard of setting our Instant Pot to burn. Should be delicious. Miserable day. 58K. just casted off in Comox. So we've got a rain day for a bit of travel. Where are we headed? Mittelnatch Island is like a bird reserve, provincial park. We're gonna go check it out, and we're on our way up to Quadra, maybe Campbell River, and yeah, we're just got a stop, one stop left to make here at the fuel dock. So we're just puttering around. The fuel dock's in the other marina, so we'll go fuel up and then head out. It's pretty calm. There's supposed to be a bit of wind out on the strait, so hopefully we can do a bit of sailing today. Nothing too crazy. 60 liters. Just casting off from the fuel dock here in Comox. Just gonna motor out of the harbor. Well, we're cruising over to that Comox bar. They want us to go around it on avionics, so it's a little detour, but probably for safest bet is to go out in the deeper water, get between the points of the bar where there's rocks. Put the motor in neutral and sailed past them. Look at them all. Look at them all. They're porpoises. First sight of porpoises we've had, babe. They look like dolphins. There's probably 100 of them. Oh yeah, look at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like,
Must have good eyes.
well, look at them all.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, it could be 8 and they could just be coming up, but look at how fast they're moving.
We're about an hour away from Mittelnatch Island. The piece of land straight ahead. The super tiny island. It was supposed to be a sunny, nice travel day, and it ended up being rainy and cold.
Look at this beautiful man-made buoy being used by all the creatures that live up here. Oh, got a little close. Look at, they got pups.
Kinda cute. The boys and their muscles. Oh, watch CJ. Don't scratch the old girl.
We did it. We bought a $100 dinghy. $100, you say? Well, yes, when you see it, you'll see why she's only $100. She needs some work, obviously, but we got this free piece of rope, so, you know. Funny thing is, the dinghy was built Refuge Cove, which just seems to be fated because we're taking it right back there. Just passing the north end of Marina Island, coming up to the gorge. We're gonna be motoring right through this tight channel, getting into Gorge Harbour.
It's been a good day. Picked up a dinghy for cheap, $100. We're gonna have to put some work into it. Fresh coat of paint, maybe do a little woodwork on it. Probably won't get an outboard for it, but just some paddles or oars or whatever you call them and whatnot. And Charlie's pretty excited. Everything's kind of just fallen into place for us, so we're quite grateful for that. A little narrow passage we got to go through between these rocks. Gonna have a windy one tomorrow. Maybe do some fishing, hang out, and then we'll be making our way up to Refuge Cove. We're trying to gain some employment there for the summer. We have a tentative start date of May 20th. We're quite excited. We were going to head up there and check it out, kind of get a feel for things, make sure it's where we want to hang out for the summer. Finally heading this way. We're excited. Make some dinner, hang out in the sunshine, maybe have a couple drinks.
The gorge. Here we go.